Hey guys, it's from TNB and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'll be doing a very quick review of the Sony Actioncam FDR X3000. And that's a mouthful. Now, not too long ago, I didn't know much about action cams. I didn't know how many were out there in the market apart from the GoPros. And my wife and I were looking into getting ones. But before we made the executive decision into purchasing a GoPro, a good friend of ours have recommended which could be a contender to the GoPro, which brings me to this video. Okay guys, so to help me present this action cam, I'm going to be using these fancy looking gloves that I got from my 1080 Ti. The Galaxy Hall of Fame edition. Yeah, could you believe it? They included gloves with a graphics card. Weird. Anyway. Now, one of the largest and world-leading manufacturers in electronic devices, including cameras of course, is Sony, and their answer to the GoPro Actioncam King is the Sony Actioncam FDR X3000. And let's go over a few quick specs of the Sony. So the dimensions of this Actioncam comes in at a width of 29.4 millimeters, in a height of 47 millimeters, and a length of 83 millimeters, weighing in at around 114 grams. So in front of the action cam you have the mic, and with this version of the action cam you can record in 4K video using as one of its main features the famous Carl Zeiss lens, and at the top you have the recording button, which also acts as the enter or the selection button whenever you go into the menu, and you also have the power on and off button there as well. Now going back of the action cam, you have the multi-port, which has a micro USB port, micro HDMI, and a 3.5mm mic jack. Now underneath you have 3/8 inch mounting socket for the tripods and the micro SD card slot, and finally on the right you have the menu button with the arrow up and down for selection in the menu. Now with this kit you also get the waterproof housing case. And just to let you know that when you have the action cam in the waterproof housing kit, I don't know if it was me or I didn't talk loud enough, but when I was trying to record myself, I couldn't hear myself talk. I was literally just, I guess, under a meter away from the action cam. The only thing it was picking up is the wind, but I'm gonna clarify that. And with the underwater housing kit, you can go up to, I should say down. You could go down to roughly 60 meters, which is pretty deep. Now I've included a video of me following these guys, these scuba divers, while I was snorkeling. We were underneath the jetty, so the lighting wasn't the best. But I thought I'd show you guys what it looks like underneath the water with minimal lighting. Okay, my bad. I think I figured it out. So basically, if the action cam is in the underwater housing kit, obviously it's not going to have any water coming through, so that mic is going to be blocked by that foam, as you can see. So yeah, there you go. And just to show you the stabilization on this action cam, it's really good. Now you can see in this footage I'm going to be walking down a few steps, going down some stairs, and also I'll be walking onto the sand. Now let's go ahead guys with the video recording rate and also the battery life when it comes to recording. So you can record in 4K from 24 to 25 all the way up to 30 FPS. Now with 1080p you can go up from 100 to 120 FPS or frames per second, and 720p you can go from 200 frames per second to 240 FPS. Now in terms of battery life, we're going to be basing it on recording with the Wi-Fi on and off, because obviously if you have the Wi-Fi on the action cam, then it's going to be using more battery power. So recording with 4K using 30 frames per second with Wi-Fi on, that's going to be around 50 minutes, and with Wi-Fi off, that's going to be around 60 minutes. Now recording under 1080p and 30 frames per second, that's going to be 125 minutes with the Wi-Fi on, and with the Wi-Fi off, that's roughly 135 minutes of recording time. And with still images, it's a 12 megapixel in 16:9 ratio. Now guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all your support. Now it's just a very quick review of this Sony Action Cam. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care, and we'll see you again.